So family, pan this second segment, as I mentioned, now for explain to una about the WhatsApp forum we don't the use, or former Vice President be hijacked. Family, the community WhatsApp forum, as we know, now we major source of information and interaction at the community. We can close to election time. We don't see arguments, exchange, some bad information and then they go out and not say things be heavy. So, as a community president, I go now with executive forum, I put a notice, I say this now emergency consultation for all executive members. I say una notice say things don't dey tense in the community. People they come with tension. I say so I want for we put ideas together. We can do one of two things that they propose, or una can give me any other option. The first option I put there, I say we can continue for run the community WhatsApp forum like how we done the do am. We'll get the forum admins them, then they manage the forum using the rules and regulations we already did at the forum. I say that's option number one. Option number two, we can adjust small such that we get this situation in which we give special privilege to some people. Say, for example, the campaign managers of candidates that would run election, we can give them special privilege. Say special privilege for let them post, let them put them voice message, or let them get something from the candidates or the campaign team, right, for post directly by themselves. I say that could be another option. I say, but outside them, two suggestions there, let executive member then cow the idea, allow discuss so that we can forget a strategy for better manage the community forum. Family, we get about 3 or 4 people who come up with ideas. And the idea say, let we keep them like I don't day. We the admin them, the forum admin will continue for manage based on the rules and regulations. Family, on a notice say that executive they may comprise even the vice president it did it. The vice president not make a single contribution. Even though I call, I say this is an emergency contribution consultation, you not make a single contribution. Of course, for months, they make contribution. I not say we may not get a discussion with the vice president on talk say people in the tell and say now in the one let them come out, let come on at the executive. As if we come on at the executive will collapse. And I mean that advice and say you're not an adult. If you now you may say you want work for community, now you may say you want work with the team. If you reach at a time, outside people will convince you so you want come out, and then feel say you know they go collapse executive, I say make a decision and then inform we appropriately. I say, but one thing una for notice, una noticing, me and I always get a plan B, I get alternative. Yeah? So I mean, I'm least bothered. But it gets to a second point where you don't make a claim say, or they don't make a claim say, a group of people in the community, now Ivan and I in the use of go piece Dr. Conteh off. And I make it clear, say, not to me, it a piece off. If anything, now your own character now go damage. Because, I mean, basically, as I say, I always get plan B, I get plan C. Before you think about it, I know what you want to do, and I always get a backup. So, that points there been done there. Back to the focus. The vice president not make any contribution as to how to manage the forum, even though he did it. I want to draw on our attention, say, it look like say things been done the cook. Because with the call where I put, forget executive members, then contribution, as how we well manage the forum, will not get any contribution from the vice president. But I want to draw on our attention to the fact, say, before the nomination, as a leader, I may not ask the executive them, say, at an executive meeting, let's get executive members their opinion, let's get their inputs, let's get the contribution, as to the one them we interested in the upcoming election, so that we can able for like support whoever interested. At an executive meeting, one of the executive members them, Una Mayama Toure, been come up and say interested. Executive discuss, there are some question, ask them for present. And at the end of the day, happy for BCL, them one for close them, ask again if anybody else interested, nobody know them. So I get for like tell the executive say, I personally know say the vice president interested because me and him may don't discuss this even during the first term why they run. Why they as president during the first term and no say me and me don't discuss and no say interested and me don't confirm them. And even before that meeting day, he may not confirm say he gets for like go work, but he go join the meeting. He not join the meeting. So for let the executive not reduce unto just one person, I draw the executive their attention, say I strongly convinced and I get the knowledge, say the vice president interested. So I appeal to them, say let them get chance, let the vice president will get chance for let come and can talk to them. So they allow. 3 days later, the vice president scheduled another meeting. He asked he available, so we schedule another meeting for come present. The vice president presents himself, say he's interested, and it take about half an hour, about 30 minutes. They present in case as to what he don't do over the years and why he the best candidate or the better of the two candidates for be the next community president. Just like how we do for Myanmar, executive they ask questions. At the end of the day, because we get two candidates, I ask say we get for like now one down to one if it is possible. And then I ask Myanmar, because Myanmar, I say, okay, just come the second time. I say, do you mind, Myanmar, for please step down so that the vice president can able for be a candidate? Myanmar say no, because it gets a reason. It gets reason. One of the reason, obviously, say that the way we see the vice president don't they operate from way in come into office, right? As executive, you don't see some lethargy, you don't see some undermining and sabotage, right? So you know, feel say na person who for be a leader na the community. He say in feel say should it be any other person in our contest, but you know, feel say the kind disposition we don't see on the vice president for be a leader. I turn to the vice president. I say, Mr. Vice President, you are more senior. I know say after president or vice president in terms of hierarchy. I say you I don't talk to the social secretary. I say, how do you want to proceed about this? The vice president say, he say we're all going to vote. So we'll decide whether for lead. So as a president, however, we'll say no, we're not going to vote. I say because if we're going to vote, it will cause two problems. Problem number one, it means say we go to more or less deprive or disenfranchise or quiz one person. We go 114 up as candidates based on voting. We would deprive that person there, right? Suppress them and push them, which I don't want to do. I say number two, if we're going to voting, guess what? We divide the executive. There will be some people that would be for Ivan, there will be some people that would be for Myanmar. So at the end of the day, the executive will divide into two, and I don't want that. So I say, I believe, say, negotiating with these two people, we came for come to one. So I urge all the executives, say, do you want to talk? Let us not go into voting. Let we talk. And I asked the vice president, I say, Mr. Vice President, do you must come, let we talk. So Fambulem, on bear in mind, say, I talk with Myanmar on several occasions. They try for convince them and see if he can give the vice president a chance. Just hierarchy after president, vice president. As I mentioned to her, Myanmar make them clearly say the way with the vice presidents, though we don't see it they operate na executive, it clearly say not a possible we will be a presidential person, being president, being candidate. So my man be insist. On the other hand, on the talk with the vice president, say, Dua, call me and let we talk. Call me. As I mentioned to her, I see him na events, na function. I say, boys, I say, let call me, let talk. Call. We see again for second time in person. I tell her, I say, boys, I say, no talk, call me. He say, okay, that the work, go call me. Till to the third time, we don't see in person at the ask him, do you call me, low talk? The bottom line here is, I'm one for explain to them, waiting na the observation, waiting at the complaint, waiting at the perception from other executive members, them when that make, in fact, Mayama they insist say, they stop down. But call, it clearly they show to me say, not be one for communicate. We lead to that day where you go hijack the forum. I want to draw attention, say, right, that moment where they wait say, do you call me when they call? Executive members in they ask me, say, where are we heading for? Waiting at the decision. Who are we supporting? And they appeal to them, so we keep patience, we be patient so that we hear from the vice president. The vice president not ever can tell we say, no, I'm not ever interested anymore. It make let we know say interested, because like I say, he spend about half an hour the presenting case to we at executive level, why I am for be the next president. But you ever come back for Conteh we say, interested or either withdraw. So up to the term nomination close, ever show to we say, interested. I want for emphasize, I want for draw this point here, say, the vice president, during the independence, when one of the side Mayama then they get complaints, say, for call meeting, because I'm be asked for the committee for the independence. Mayama or Osboy then they complain, say, even for call independence meeting, function as a leader. So they get that problem with them. Me they try for talk to them for law resolve. During that Independence Day, the vice president, with the function they go on, na the reception area, he called me attention. He say, Osboy them, they disrespect them. Of course, I was not going to discuss the executive then an event. I say, okay, you must call me, let me, you talk low, discuss that. Because I'm wiring properly for my understanding, and then I go in for meet Osboy them, follow address up. He never gets back to me. Sometime later, he sent me a text message for one Osboy there, let Osboy come out, let Osboy not disrespect her. I say, acknowledge the text message. I say, but do you no must talk? Call me, Lord, discuss. Because like I say, I don't know the detail of waiting Osboy situation. And I want to understand from him before I talk to Osboy. He still not call me, we not discuss. But it's surprising for I understand. Even from his own video where he produce, say, we ala attention in at the forum, and call me, insist say I not do nothing. No. The vice president not ever call me for talk about tension at the forum. He not ever discuss with me. He not ever make suggestion. He not ever make contribution to the suggestion they will put. So one day call me for talk about administration of the WhatsApp forum. So it is far from the truth. Say he call me. It is far from the truth. Say he call me for say the forum in administration need for be handled. No, not do. Instead, he go and hijack the forum and take them over to himself and remove all the forum admins them. Una notice in as much as executive members them don't they ask say which would they wait for or get for move ahead. Una notice I cooks them. Say dear una lo wait lo hear from the vice presidents. So for sake of that, we as an executive will not get anybody safe who will endorse, will not get anybody who will say that this will support, because a decision not being come, the vice president keeps us waiting. And not tell we say no interested anymore, and not tell we say yes, it will continue. It just keep we waiting. As such, Mayama been get for to go ahead and get nomination from outside the executive. I want to also emphasize say, one major thing we are notice with the vice presidency for vote, where I put me foot down say no, we know the votes. Now because as I emphasized just now, voting we don't mean say we deprive one of the members them of their rights for run. Normally, na executive we can per issue, per policy decision, we dey get into votes. That's what we do. But we can in this particular case, now individual decision for whether they want to go on for position or they don't want to run for the position. Not to me right for disenfranchise or for deprive or for stop anyone from them for as long as now registered members of SLAA na their rights and na their decisions say they want to run. All we may try for do now for minimize confusion, for minimize that chance say we deprive anybody, we stop anybody for like go tin up for the position. We want for minimize that. Then beside, it also means I want for minimize that problem for let the community know, let the executive not divide. Because at the end of the day, if we get into votes, they want to support Ivan, go one side. They all support Mayama, go one side. And down them they try for divide, avoid. Now down them they try for avoid. But when I look, with all the effort we make, patience with the vice president, try for talk to them, try for negotiate with both of them. At the end of the day, it drag we up to a level, the very thing we try for avoid for long not get a divide, the very thing we try for long not get a confusion, that they lead we by hijacking the forum and do all we they do so in the community. From Bulem, I want draw on attention or probably make them no say. During my presidency, I have been as democratic as possible. Decisions that they make, they go through the executive or through the membership with the votes for them. I not ever veto, I not ever make a unilateral decision without consultation. The decisions them will be always done they make, will get executive input, and if we get divergent views or we get multiple ideas, we always get into a vote. I not veto, I not impose, I not become undemocratic in making a decision. It has always been the decision of the executive, if not executive level, or the general membership if we have to make that decision. We not self don't see how we don't they address issues. But as I mentioned, in this case, it was not about a policy decision. It was about individual, the intention. Registered members, them will get a right say they want for TINA for position or not. And we'll get two executive members then. When an executive, and then will get intention say they want for run. Not to be me right, not to be the philosophy, for get into a vote, for say, let we divide them based on votes and deprive one of them because we not vote for them. I ask her, say, must call me, let we talk. The vice president not ever call me. May see an event weeks later, I ask her, say, come, let we talk, do you or call me. He say, on walk. Now I'm making on the call, I say, must call me. May meet again the third time. I public say, I ask him. I say, boy, I look forward to you, call me. He say, I will call you. Okay. The bottom line here is, I'm one sit down with him. Let we negotiate. Let we see how we work them out so that we're able to get them for come together. And I don't talk with other executive members. Them let them do the same thing. Let them able for reach out. So by the next executive meeting, okay, able to come to one. It not ever happen. Until the day we get the funeral service for we late paramount chief Massacoy, come on at the church, I see the vice president outside. I say, boys, you lost so. I say, boy, I look forward to you call. For more, I say, like, call me. I say, you're not the walk. Now, my man just march. It go away. Not knowing to say, you get a plan. That same next day, and the vice president, after 1 o'clock in the morning, that same next day, now he go, he remove all the former admin from the responsibility, and he take sole ownership and administrative responsibility of the forum. Which to me is a clear demonstration of hijacking the forum with covert intention. You as a vice president, if you get an idea as to how you want to manage that forum, I put a call. Why you not respond? Why you not make we discuss? And me when a president, I not go pull forum admin them. Me when a president, I not go take a unilateral decision. I ask for people idea. I throw me a couple ideas, ask for people and feedback, and people then for bringing anything new. The vice president was there. He never brought a single point. He never discussed it with me. He not discuss it at executive level. Non-executive member, no, they would tell me, say, he call them for discussion. So that is where he went and hijacked the forum, and he feels, say, him now go take solo ownership. Now, so it happened, and that's not the situation. I tell you, thank you for the second part when I listen, and I will move on to the third part, when I concerning waiting, then do a movement for go access with bank accounts, community bank accounts, now Royal Bank.